Hello.
Hi.
We have made it.
Yeah, we're back. That was black.
I hit that. I had the.
Oh.
I immediately hit my fingers on the wrong button. So I was like, oof. Good start. Good start.
Yeah. It's been a fucking week.
It has. I'm gonna. The smoke is going. I'm just gonna put away
Okay.
my orange on here.
I'm gonna roll the dice while you do that.
Yeah. These oranges suck. That's fine. Just
6.
not bad. 6 for dicks. All right. But anyway, dude. So I'm really hoping tomorrow the storm isn't too bad.
Me too, because I gotta work in Lansing.
Yeah, I feel like you should be like, no.
Yeah, if the weather's that bad, I'm gonna be like, no.
Just call off. Just be like, nope, I'm not driving. I live in fucking St. Clair Shores now. I'm not.
I live in East Point now.
Oh, East Point. Yeah, sorry. Well, it's like the same fucking.
We're gonna
thing.
keep changing it every single time.
Yeah, but either way, it's just like, yeah, I'd be like, yeah, I'm not driving to fucking Lansing from here in this storm. Sorry.
No. Especially when I had been asking since June of last year to be on the Lansing project, and then I got pulled off.
Yeah, and then they choose to put you on it when there's a snowstorm.
Yeah,
like,
after I moved closer to where I work normally.
No, 100%. I'd just be like, no, when they ask why, I'd be like, because I live in East Point, and I'm not driving fucking 2 hours in an ice storm to basically probably go there and do nothing.
Yeah.
Just be like, no, sorry. If you have a problem with it, I don't fucking care. Like, at this point, like, they've already done the things to you that they said they wouldn't, so you could get a job anywhere else. Fuck them.
Yeah, I'm not on record. I'm not looking for a job.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
By the way, this way. Oh, this is Bardstown. That Bardstown whiskey. We haven't actually drank an old fashioned or nothing with it. I tried.
Yeah, it does. Did you make it a little stronger? Because I did say I wanted a nice cocktail.
So
I was hinting at it.
Yeah, this is I only put half an ounce of the Demerara syrup instead of.
Nice. Mm-hmm. Nice.
I used this. This was the first time I used it. I used it as a tester. Well, no, I did make myself one old fashioned with it. It was when when Melissa was having the girls meeting for all of them. She like zoomed them all, so I made them. That's where I had the blueberry syrup from. I made a blueberry syrup, and I made them a drink that I'm calling Lavender Crush. I did not name it. That's apparently a Taylor Swift song.
Oh.
And
I went with Paramore.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it's something different. Either Lavender Crush, I think, is the thing, but it was like that's what Rachel named it because I put lavender bitters in it with blueberry and lemon juice. And I used I found that new, it's Empress Gin. It's already purple because it's infused, I think, with some lavender stuff in it, at least purple stuff. So next time I do that cocktail, I want to try and make the blueberry syrup, but instead of just using actual water, I'm going to steep lavender in the water that I would then add to the simple syrup. Into the blueberries to nice. Like really steep in lavender flavor without being hopefully too potent.
That'd be nice.
Anyways,
you don't have kitties, but for people that do have kitties, lavender's bad. Lavender bad for cats.
Yeah, you can't have it out.
Yeah, and if you do like a lavender simple syrup, make sure that it's closed container and cleaned up.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. I mean, all I'm planning on doing is taking some sprays of lavender and literally putting it in the hot water for like
letting it steep. Yeah,
take it out and then just add it to the blueberries that I do.
I'm thinking of doing catnip tea soon. That way, like,
not a bad idea.
You know, Chrissy's a little sick right now, so like she's drinking some tea and stuff. And I was like, damn, tea sounds good. So I might have some tea as well too. But then I was like, could make some catnip tea, and then all of us could be having tea. Yeah. Tea for the family, and then we could gossip.
I was gonna say you should walk in and be like, I have some tea for you. She's like, what? And you're like, here. She's just like, I'm sincerely bummed. And you're like, wait, there's more.
Pull out another glass that has a recording in it that's like just like the dankest gossip ever.
Oh,
so and so fuck so and so.
I almost made a joke.
I almost did too.
I I can't do that. I mean, I guess I could, but not.
Yeah,
really.
we wouldn't want to do that on camera. I did almost do that when I went home because, like, I was like talking about the night, and I was like, God, it got weird. Like, I purposely turned my phone down.
Yeah.
Like, not been on it as much. But when I got home, I was like, oh yeah, and then Melissa had tea for me, and I was like, yeah, she told me about.
And she was just like, what?
I was like, I don't know if you would know this.
Okay, so here's the thing. Is there someone else that I am Snapchat friends with?
You're fucking somebody else too?
Surprise.
Oh.
No, they kind of posted about it. So, but it's not like super public. No, that was like,
yeah.
Anyways, regardless, no tea. But
I can give you some tea.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh. I can't give you tea.
Yeah. I mean, there's a reason it's tea.
I can't think of anything. That's why.
No, God damn it. I was gonna basically bring up. We filmed another Too Drunk.
We did. Yeah, it was a blast.
Yeah. So we're still working out.
We're still working out the kinks.
Yeah, we're okay. I do think this next time we really got to stick to the timers, because we really quickly realized that like our time is double speed when we're drinking. We
were literally sitting there. We're like, well, I feel like it's been like 45 minutes to an hour. It had been 15 minutes.
Yeah, I feel like it's been at least like 30, almost 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And I was like, hold on. I go like, it's 15. And he was like, what the fuck? I'm like, this is why we got so fucked the last time, because no one was there. We didn't set a timer. We were like, it's been time. And then we did that again because...
Yep. I came up here and I sent a Snapchat to people and I was like, I think this is the first time we've done Too Drunk and not blacked out. I don't remember sending that.
Dude, I fucking died because
I was blacked out while saying I wasn't blacked out.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I woke up on your couch, couldn't find my phone.
Bro, it was a good time. We learned, again, learning more lessons, make sure we freeze our booze.
We tried to get me banned on Facebook. It was hilarious to me. She posted send nudes on my Facebook.
Melissa almost got Edie.
Yeah, but it like immediately popped up a flag and was like, "You're not allowed to post this." She was like, "Oh, I guess you can't post that." And I was like, "I want to see ass and titties," and I posted that and was like, "That worked."
No,
I didn't get any ass and titties though.
No. We
probably got blocked by a few people.
Probably. We definitely, again, we try to set our rule of like we have to wait an hour.
Yeah.
And the problem is like the dish was a lot quicker than we expected.
Yeah, the dish was almost done.
So we were kind of like, oh, it's fine, but I think we severely underestimated how much those 3 shots, how long those 3 take to kick in, because it's like. You know what? And it's just dumb on our part for not even thinking about it, but it's like...
I forgot we did them. Honestly.
Well, yeah. I mean, it all happens in one time. So we're just like, all right, there's one time, not 3 times in one shot. Yeah. And then, because they all happened at the exact same time, they're all going to hit at the exact same time at that, hour and a half mark. Yep.
And then we threw a 4th one after like 30 minutes. And then we threw a 5th one after the hour actually went up. And then I'm pretty sure we continued to drink after that, but I don't remember that.
Well, here's the problem. We had the same amount of booze left in that bottle that we had during the peanut butter and jelly one. Our bottle for that one, and this was half the time. Yeah. We filmed it half the time. Like, this was... It did not go like it's supposed to.
No.
And... I'm trying to... We're really going to have to work on that. Yeah. We will.
Whoop. That's my work phone.
But,
Can we pause?
Yeah. And we're back.
Hello, my job called me.
So, basically we ended up blacked out.
Yeah.
I transferred footage.
Yeah, I don't know. I know we came up here.
Yeah, that was the funny thing. Is
Yeah.
I didn't know that, and then I saw that Snapchat from you, and I was like, "We transferred footage."
I sent that to a lot of people, and then also I don't know if it was you or Melissa, but one of you sent a Snapchat to a bunch of people that said "send Edie nudes."
It was probably Melissa doing the same thing,
but it didn't work.
No,
it got a lot of laughs. They were like,
well, realistically, it was probably not even you. Like, it was someone taking a picture of you.
Yeah, it was.
So,
probably,
they knew it wasn't you sending it.
They knew it wasn't me sending it, but it was like, it was still funny, and it was also like, why did we try so hard to get me banned on Facebook and Snapchat? Like, sure, I would definitely love nudes. Please send them, but that wasn't my main thing. It was like, you can see that Brandon and I are very drunk right now, so you know we're doing something. This is marketing.
Yeah, we were slammed. But that said, Dish came out great. I mean, it could have gone better. I just, again, I need to remember to make a lot more of our recipes foolproof.
Yeah,
that's part of the problem. Is like
it's also like
again, and also this one was one we hadn't tried in 4 years.
That, and I have noticed with the last 3, like with us being on camera and like trying to run the cameras and the audio and the timer and everything else, we're more in. Weirdly enough, we're in a more professional mode. Mm-hmm. Whereas when we used to cook before, it was like fuck around, find out.
Yeah.
I do miss those.
Yeah.
Like, I would love for us to do one where, like, we just fucking make something and don't even record it.
Oh, I mean, like, I'm down to, like, that would be fun. Yeah, we just do an actual Too Drunk, Not Recording, just making some stuff.
Like, maybe some Snapchats and shit that we save, you know.
And also maybe not do 3 shots at the start.
Yeah.
Just start doing a shot. Every 30 minutes from the beginning instead of ripping it off right
off the get-go, yeah.
But that's for filming. But no, you're right. There is a bit of like, it's funny how we do have to be thinking in two ways at one time.
Yeah.
We have to be like, all right, what are we supposed to be saying on camera, and then we have to make sure it's all on and then go. Yeah,
and when I say we're in a more professional mode, there is footage of us because we do the little clap thing. But we turn the cameras on, we turn the audio, and there's footage of me and him drunk as shit next to each other. Like, all right, so this is the ingredients, this is the prep, this is okay. I'm gonna say this is the joke I'm gonna make, blah blah blah, and then we clap, and it's like, like that was planned out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of them.
Some of them are,
at the beginning.
The beginning one was not. Mine was not planned. You'll see.
Yeah, yours was not.
Granted, you won't see that one for a while because that's episode 3 now.
Yeah,
we got 3 in the bag.
I did tell Teresa that I was recording that because I hung out with her Friday beforehand.
Yeah, that's fine.
And she was like, "Oh my god, I can't wait to see those." And I was like, "It's gonna be a while."
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah.
We said at least we want to get at least 4 filmed and edited before we start dropping them. Number 1 is 3/4 of the way done.
I would say so, yeah.
At this point, the problem is we just don't. I mean,
we haven't had time.
We don't have time, and it's like, the most I was willing to do when you weren't here was literally just line them up at the claps.
Yeah.
Like 2 or 3 seconds right before it, just to make, and then I cut it there, and I'm like, all right, we can. The sections are laid out, and now we can just go through and then re-go through it. But that one's almost done. I started. That's why the Mac, you can't see, it's off camera. I brought that up here so I could start bouncing the tracks from the second episode and getting that to start transferring that, so we can also get that on the computer. Get working on that. If anything, I can go through and just start lining all of them up again, and then we just start going.
The big problem is, as we saw, I literally just got off work, and then work is still going on while I'm here. So literally I would have still been at work if I hadn't been like, bye.
Yeah.
So, and I will say, that vehicle I was waiting on, still not there.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So that's why they were like, yeah, you can go, dude. It'll be there in the morning. Like, yeah, get on out of here.
Yeah, this is dumb. It's one of those things where like I feel like unfortunately it is going to come down to me having to just start editing.
I think so.
And then I'll have to like I'll obviously run them through your idea.
Yeah. My thing though,
it's hard.
My thing right now though too is like I want the extra money, so it's like I'm fighting myself as well too, because it's like I want to get that, I want to get back on track to where I can focus on this more, but it's also like we have it planned to where I want to be over here, and like, but right now I know I can get hours, so I'm like, oh, and it's easy work. I'm just sitting there, but it's like, it's annoying.
It's one of those things where it's unfortunately you just have to put that ahead of yourself, because like now that you live with Chrissy and you can get a lot more shit like settled and be secured, you're spending, I would assume, at least half of what you were spending at the apartment. So you're actually really going to be able to like start saving money. Like and that's
more than half. I didn't know how to word that. I'm saving more than half of what I spent at the apartment.
Yeah. So like it's like, okay, it's gonna suck for like a month or two, but after that month or two, once the summer hits, you should hopefully be caught.
Good.
Yeah, you should be caught up, and then we can focus a little more.
Yeah.
But
also, turns out, going back to rent, that's on my taxes. Like, I was pissed. I filed my taxes, and it was like I was getting 190 federal, and I was like, "This is fucking shitty." Mm-hmm. That's because I switched jobs, and like one job didn't cover enough taxes, and then the other covered X amount, and blah blah blah. And then I wound up getting a raise by switching, and I made so much overtime at the one that didn't cover enough taxes. Stupid.
Yeah.
My state return was like $34. And I was like, God, this is so fucking low.
Yeah.
And then it was like, one last question. Let's see if you qualify for like this weird renting fucking deduction. What was your rent? Popped my rent in. It was like, how many months did you live there? So it went from 34 state, popped my rent in, it went up to 120. And I was like, damn.
There you go.
And then it was like, how long did you live there? So I put the dates that I lived there, and it went up to $1,200.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
So I was like, holy shit, that's how much my rent was.
Dude, so that's fucking crazy. I'm wondering if there's like at a certain
it's got to be a threshold.
Yeah.
Because it was like I never got that before. And like I know 2020 I had the apartment, and that was like $850 a month. Mm-hmm. And I put the same info in. Nothing. Lived with you last year, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not going to put you down as a landlord, because then you'll get taxed. Yeah. But then fucking put that amount in. Like I fucking called like the fucking TurboTax reps and was like, I know how to do my taxes, but that was a huge fucking jump.
Yeah, whatever.
It went from like $12 to $1,200. What did I do wrong? And then they were like, wow, that is impressive. Let's look, and blah, blah, blah. And then they looked, and they were like, you were paying how much for rent? And I was like, yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's the world we're living in right now. So
yeah.
And that's what sucks. I feel bad. I'm like, there's like...
That's a fucking mortgage, dude.
Dude, I've actually thought about it, and there's part of me that wants to just actually say, fuck it. And if we somehow had the ability to, we don't. But like buying a house and then just renting it to you.
Living with Chrissy, I will hopefully be able to get my credit up good enough to where I can use the VA loan.
Yeah.
With zero down and blah blah blah. It'll be doable.
Yeah.
Like even on my own, and if not on my own, like say I only get my credit up to like 680, like I'll hit my dad up.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, I'm doing all right now. Here's how much I have saved. Like, VA loan. Just co-sign.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, dude, there's like... It's one of those things where, like, someone posted something about, like, obviously, like, landlords and, you know, people trying to be like, you can't make money on people. Blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, to a degree, 100%. Because it's specifically the one that's like, no matter how you try to paint your tenant and blah, blah, blah. Like, no, if your tenant's a fucking piece of shit and leaves your house destroyed and does shit like that, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
But if you're just you and you just live your regular life and there's a couple little fucking scratches and shit, it's not like you...
And to be fair, I did feel bad about leaving the couch and like the bigger stuff.
We talked to them and you said that, you talked to them, you told them that you would move it, they told you don't. And then
they charged me for those days, and then they charged me for the move.
Yep.
I'm pissed.
Yeah, no, because they were pieces of shit. So it's like...
To be fair, they worked with me. I did like them. They worked with me when I had to get re-caught up and blah, blah, blah. But still, it was it was absurd, man. I'm paying you $1,200 a month.
Yeah. But again, too, at that same time, it's like the things they were working you on was like, hey, I just transferred jobs. I'm in between a dumb pay cut thing. I got a raise at this new job. Just give me the extra week.
And then I'm gonna have still got hit with late fees up the ass.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is it's like you got to be understanding. Like, and I basically commented. I was like, I agree, but like, it's like if I ever owned a place, I would truly only charge like $150 to $200 over.
Yeah.
And that's just
it wouldn't
to
even be like it wouldn't
roof.
It wouldn't even be like profit for me. Like that money would go in a separate account for any repairs, blah blah blah.
Exactly. That's exactly what I put. Is like it would just be to do that, and I put as like a reply to myself. I'm like, this is just someone that just had to replace his roof.
Yeah.
So like it's real.
And maybe it would turn into profit. Maybe I don't have to make any repairs, blah, blah. But, like, that profit would be so I could get something else to do the same thing for someone else.
Well, so the profit there is you own the home. Yeah, they essentially just pay
You're setting savings aside.
Yes.
Basically.
You won't... No. To me, what it is... essentially you are. But in my mind... The way you make your money on the house is you purchase the house and someone lives in there. They just pay what the mortgage is supposed to be, and you only make the extra amount just to cover whatever damages are done in the house.
Exactly.
And that's it. But you make that minimal. You're already making what they're paying you by just paying the house off, and then eventually, whenever you sell, that's when you make.
That's your profit. Yeah,
that's your profit.
They paid your shit. That's what I was saying with the profit. If I didn't have to make repairs, but I'm still not going to touch that movie because it's going to that money because it's going to be set aside for like if I need to do a repair.
Yeah, exactly.
Like so, sure, I didn't have to do a repair for 5 years,
but a roof is $10,000.
But a roof is $10,000. Yeah,
and that was the thing is I actually did the math because just for the simple of like, okay, is 150 to 200 realistic? And I was like. If you're only charging someone $150 to $100 over the mortgage payment, you're only making $2,800 a year.
Yeah.
So like after 5 years, you replace your roof, and I think unfortunately more than likely that's where you end up having more damage than $2,500, $2,800, and that's why people charge more.
Yeah, but it is also it's one, it's helping your credit like massively.
Yeah.
Like
there's a lot of benefits.
Two, like you said, you can just sell that house.
Mm-hmm.
Your payments have already been making, so like, it's not like it's like, oh, I paid $20,000 on it, and like, I bought it for $200 and then sold it for $180. Like, yeah, you bought it for $200. They paid you $20,000. You broke even.
Yeah. No, exactly.
And it's technically made $20,000 because you didn't pay that $20,000.
Yeah. No, and that's pretty much it. It's just making just don't get into it unless you can afford to like fucking pay for shit slightly outside of it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of people that are like, "Fuck you guys, that's dumb. We can make money." And I'm like, "Cool.
Yeah,
I'm glad you like making money on fucking people that can't afford it. Cool.
Yeah.
You're awesome."
The only real estate I would get into that was like to make money would be commercial real estate.
No, agreed. You're charging a business.
Yeah, I'm charging a business for office space. I would not charge a mom and pop shop like an insane amount of money.
No.
I would do the same thing I would do for a house, but like if it's a Tubby's that's renting a spot from me, fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm charging you, 30-40% more. Like,
That
you make
said,
money.
Okay, we've talked about Tubbies. Like,
I want Tubbies so bad. I haven't been in years.
When I first really started actually, like, there was a time where I knew about the Philly cheesesteak, but I wasn't like, oh, it's the whole thing. I just knew it was a sandwich, and I didn't think anything of it. And then I really started delving into, like, the Philly cheesesteak and, like, wanting, like, look, and by that I mean looking at videos of the ones in Philadelphia and be like, God damn it, I really want one. So I went up to the Tubbies and got the, like, I forgot what it was. Is it jumbo, essentially, what they called it? Yeah.
Philly steak and cheese jumbo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just fucking, I did that for, like, I would get, like, one at least once or twice a week for, like, a month.
I did that, too. I gained so much weight, dude.
Oh, it was so good, and now I'm starting to crave that again.
I used to get the... I worked there, so it was a little different. You're not allowed to get this because it doesn't exist unless you work there. But I would get the taco one.
Yeah.
I would swap out the salsa with ranch. I would throw on some ghost pepper sauce, and then I would cook the meat in a fajita seasoning. So it was like it wasn't the fajita sub, because their fajita seasoning sucks ass. But I would bring my own fajita seasoning in. Make it with the hamburger meat, not the steak.
Yeah.
Dude,
that sounds
so
amazing.
fucking good.
I'm
We used to make burritos too.
Honestly, I think we're going to have to make some version of a... Well, I don't know. I guess you could say you can do a sub, but it's like, I mean, there's not much to that. Like, there really isn't cooking. That's kind of just like, maybe cook some ingredients and throw it in a bun, and you'd have to cut... The whole party thing is just buy a bunch of loaves of bread and make a lot of them.
I think the sub one would be like... We'd have to go, like, above and beyond. Like, we're not just making an Italian sub and a turkey sub and a ham and cheese.
No.
Like,
I still mean, like, doing, like, a Philly cheesesteak. Do some kind of crazy thing. But essentially, it is just, like, you buy some rolls, and then we would just fill it with seasoning. But or you make your rolls, but our whole thing is making this shit for parties. You're not making that many rolls. Yeah?
Hear me out.
Okay.
Philly cheesesteak eclairs. And I don't mean we fill it with chocolate or custard. No. What I mean is we make the flaky, like, croissant style bread, but as a roll. Figure out a way to fill it with the steak and cheese. And then, like a fondue, you dip it so the cheese is right on top too.
I mean, I feel like that we would just literally put a piece of provolone and melt it on top.
That would work too, but I feel like it would look really cool with like a dip.
Honestly, no. We could just do a provolone fondue that we add into the sauce and then also dip at the end. Yeah, no, I'm down. We got to do that.
Boom.
Hold on. Put that in the chat so we don't forget, because that's actually like, that would be sick as fuck. But again, that's also like, how do you do? We would have to make the rolls ourselves.
It's like a stromboli.
Well,
we're making a hot pocket.
Yeah, but here's the thing: is like to do that in our own, we would need to like. Well, no, not even. No matter what, like, how do you?
I feel like we would have to cook the meat, and then put it into like a croissant roll, and then bake it to where the bread's like that, and then we pipe the sauce in. Because I don't think we'd be able to pipe the meat in unless we did it very, very thin.
I mean, in my eyes, essentially, yeah, you would... I guess there's part of me that thinks, like, the way you would do it, maybe it would be, like, to cut the roll, slice an end off, and then take the knife and hollow the inside out, squeeze the filling in there, and then...
Well, that's what I was thinking more.
Like, it doesn't work that well.
That's why I was thinking more like a pastry, because it's so airy and bubbly inside. Yeah. We don't have to make it tiny. We can make it that big.
True, but
like a long john, basically. But The only thing you'd really be able to pipe in would be the cheese sauce, because that will pipe through and fill the crevices. So we'd have to put the meat in before the dough, pastry, bread, whatever we use cooks.
Well, I guess in my mind it's like all we would really do is just chop the fuck out of the steak.
That's what I'm
all
thinking.
All of the other ingredients, and then put it in a pastry bag with a big nozzle.
Yeah.
And then you would just have to
just pipe
do
it in.
your best to pipe it in there. We would have to test that one. That is actually one we would.
That's one we would for sure would have to test. But oh my god, it sounds good right now.
It does.
I should message Chrissy and see what she made for dinner.
Dude, we're supposed to be having salmon right now, and I'm like, I want a Philly cheesesteak so bad now. But it's we should.
We can keep going a little bit.
Yeah, we shouldn't. It's already 8.
We had to pause for that phone call though, so I don't want it to be like a 27-minute episode.
Spend too much time. I'm sorry, it's already 30 minutes. This is just a short one. I was already going to do a short one because it's late, and I still have to make dinner. I gotta get home and eat dinner.
I have to get home and make dinner as well too.
Yeah,
and I live 40-ish minutes away now.
Yep. So, thank you guys for listening. We love you. Have a great week. Have a great weekend. Like, comment, subscribe. We haven't said that in a while, I guess.
Send nudes.
Bye, guys.
Bye.